Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. This is your brother Sheikh Khalid Yasin, and I'm speaking to you from Sierra Leone, one of the pearls of West Africa. I'm here today to discuss something which I consider to be very important. I want to discuss a man, a leader, the president, Mr. Erdoğan, in his profound efforts to transform Turkey as a Muslim nation, and to transform that nation in the turbulence and challenges of the 21st century. Now, there is a near consensus that President Erdoğan is one of the strongest and most respected leaders in the Muslim world. Turkey, under the guidance and leadership of Mr. Erdoğan, has emerged as one of the most technologically advanced Muslim states in the 21st century. Mr. Erdoğan is a staunch Islamist who has bravely and boldly defended Islam and the Muslims from the attack of Islamophobes and the encroachment upon the honor of the Muslims. Turkey is the only Muslim nation which is a member of NATO, which is an accomplishment within itself. Turkey has the distinction of developing one of the strongest and most sophisticated militaries in the entire Muslim world, which produces 70% of its own weapons. Mr. Erdoğan's government has concentrated upon self-reliance when it comes to production of goods and services, and therefore has minimal reliance upon foreign imports, and Turkey is the leading Muslim country in this respect. Turkey has one of the lowest percentages of imported labor in the Muslim world, choosing to employ its own people. Now, during the term of Mr. Erdoğan, Turkey has built more mosques and Islamic centers around the world than any other Muslim government. It is a well-known fact that Turkey, under the leadership of Mr. Erdoğan, has contributed billions of dollars for humanitarian projects and human development in the last 10 years than all of the Muslim governments combined. These are evident reasons why we Muslims should be grateful and commend the work of Turkey and its president, Mr. Erdoğan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us that Allah will never bless a person who is not grateful to what has been given to them or who has given something to them. You cannot be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if you are not grateful for someone who has given something to you. And in the light of these horrendous tragedies brought about by the recent earthquakes, we should empathize, we should cooperate, and we should promote the vision and the enormous challenges facing Mr. Erdoğan and his government. My dear brothers and sisters, we must keep in our minds, and it must be emphasized, that natural disasters such as earthquakes, fires, wind, sunlight, floods, forest fires, and yes, earthquakes, they are under the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and there's no one to blame. What leaders and their governments, as Mr. Erdoğan, can be judged for is their response and the efficient management of such a disaster. In this respect, Mr. Erdoğan must be given the highest grade when you consider the size and scope of the devastation. We Muslims from all over the world should give our vote of confidence and support for Mr. Erdoğan. And we recommend that the citizens of Turkey will do the same. In closing, as we have said before, we should assist the disaster effort. We should purchase the Turkish lira. And we should encourage all Muslims to supplicate for the relief of all of the affected people through this earthquake, and include in our supplication the sustained leadership of Mr. Erdogan, and the stability of Turkey. This is your brother, Sheikh Khalid Yasin, speaking to you from Sierra Leone. Thank you very much.